Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix here on the KwingsLetsPlays channel, and we're inside Monstro.
Oh no!
The whale!
Yeah, they made the whale seem so, like, evil and mean in Pinocchio. But he was he swallowed them.
He's just kind of a whale in this.
What have you got there, Pinocchio?
With this, we can get out of here, Father.
His voice is so
Really?
cute.
With this big block, you think so?
It's true. So, how did you end up here, Pinocchio?
Oh my, so the whale swallowed all of you too? My goodness!
Yeah, looks like it.
My name is Geppetto. I'm Pinocchio's father. When we got separated, I traveled all over looking for him. Thank goodness we're together again. So, you seem to know Pinocchio quite well. I hope he was a good boy in my absence. Well, we've all had quite a journey, right, Pinocchio? Pinocchio!
Yeah,
Where did he
Pinocchio's
go?
kind of a bad boy.
Yeah, he's not being a very good boy right now.
No, he's not. So anyway, we're the Kwings. I've warned him not to wander off here. Well, yeah. He can be a naughty boy.
Yeah, he has to learn to be good so he can become a real boy.
That's right. Even so, he's very precious to me.
That's because Geppetto loves his son.
Yep. He never got married, so he never thought he would have a son, and then the fairy gifted him a son out of wood that eventually became a real boy. It's a very heartwarming story.
I really like this story. It's one of my favorite Disney movies.
So, there's a couple reasons why we chose to do Monstro, and hi people.
Hello!
We are the Kwings, husband and wife team that play video games. If you're new to our channel, we're playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and we'll be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 January 29th.
What are you doing? Come on, let's go back.
Yeah, come on, let's go back.
No, Geppetto's awfully worried about you.
Pinocchio, stop fooling around. This is no time for games.
But Sora, I thought you liked games.
Uh-oh.
Or are
What?
you too cool to play them now that you have the Keyblade?
Somebody's jealous.
Jealous
Riku?
much?
What are you doing here?
Just playing with Pinocchio.
You know what I mean. What about Kairi? Did you find her?
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Oh, come on.
Riku, this is not a time for hide and go seek.
I know, Riku's being so bad.
Speaking of bad, this dungeon is very similar to the whale dungeon in Ocarina of Time. It's a little different, but it's pretty much the same principle.
Wow. Oh my gosh. It's like on the walls, it's like all this gross stuff. Like, I don't even want to know what's all over the walls here. That's the
Whale stuff. I don't know.
Whale saliva.
But, like I said, there's a couple reasons why we picked this dungeon. One, it's one of the fastest dungeons in the game. There's really not much to it, and also you get an awesome upgrade, which is a super jump. You know how Sora and company have been like having that stupid jump where you see his goofy shoes and he really can't reach places? So you get a super jump, and then you can use that the rest of the game. Now Monstro opens up usually after you beat the Aladdin world, although sometimes if you're lucky enough you can get it on your way to the jungle, and you don't have to be like too high of a level to undertake it. It's not that difficult.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's just more about finding out where you need to go, and then you fight the boss, and then you leave. That's it.
Yeah, so you just have to basically go where Monstro is, and then he'll just swallow you.
Most speedrunners can beat this world in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
But since we're doing an LP, we're going to take our time, fight some enemies, maybe level up a little bit. And we won't be skipping the cutscenes, of course. That's also another way speedrunners have been able to beat Kingdom Hearts in about 2 to 3 hours.
Oh,
They skip all the
see.
cutscenes.
I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was just remembering in the old cartoon of Pinocchio, the way they get out of the whale, I think, is they make smoke and fire, I think, to make the whale.
Yep.
I haven't watched Pinocchio in so long.
Oh, I haven't seen it since I was like small me.
Has one of the best songs ever for a Disney song, When You Wish Upon a Star.
It actually became Disney's theme song, if you think about it.
Yeah, I wanted to... Actually, wait, no, I did sing. That was my first solo that I ever had in school, in 4th grade.
That's awesome. Thunder!
And the teacher changed the music for me so I could sing a higher note. She was really proud of me.
Yep, and just a reminder, people, too, this game, Sora looks a little bit stronger than Donald and Goofy. We used all the power-ups we've been collecting since we started playing the game. I kind of forgot about the benefits of, you know, using power-ups and stuff like that. So we had about 15 power-ups, we had about 10 defense, and we had about 6 AP boosts. I used them all on Sora. Every single one of them. So Sora is our powerhouse character now. Also, I am using the 3 Wishes Keyblade, which is pretty strong, but for this part of the game, it's not that strong normally. We have been doing some grinding on the side, just like with our other RPG that we're currently playing, Octopath.
Yeah.
Where we grind a little bit on the side, and I've actually had to grind a little bit off camera now for Adventure Time, but Adventure Time is pretty close to ending now. We're in the Fire Kingdom, and there's only a couple worlds after that, and then the game ends.
Oh, wow.
There's only 4 bosses in the game.
Oh, I'll be sad. I kind of liked playing Adventure Time.
It's a mixed bag for me because the ocean... The key reason why Amber and I have never done Wind Waker is because, well, apparently boat travel makes us sleepy. So,
yeah. Especially with our crazy schedule, we'd probably fall asleep in a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think we did fall asleep on the last Adventure Time game.
We did.
Not that it was bad,
we were taking turns of power napping.
Yeah.
Because there was so much dialogue, and it was a point-and-click game, so it wasn't really that, what's the word am I looking for?
Well, they paused a lot in the dialogue.
They did pause a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about when I watched Pinocchio when I was a little girl, I remember, like, I thought the Blue Fairy was real.
Aww.
Like, I used to, like, wish for the Blue Fairy to come and, like, help me with stuff, and, like, I thought she was real. She was, like, the nicest person I'd ever seen. Like, she was so kind.
Yep.
I kind of wish the Blue Fairy was real.
I thought I married my Blue Fairy, so...
Oh, stop it!
What? She was really pretty and, you know...
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
No, you said I'm rabbit.
That then turned to personality. That has nothing to do with whether or not you're pretty or not.
Okay.
I said you're piglet and rabbit.
Okay, piglet and rabbit.
I've got some owl and Eeyore in me, so I can't be a full
I think
Winnie
you
the
are
Pooh
like
character
owl.
either. Yeah, I'm kind of a know-it-all, but also like I have my Eeyore days.
Yeah, you told me that I called you Eeyore before.
We're lost.
Wait.
Oops.
Yeah, I called you Eeyore at certain points in my life, and I've called the Green Ranger Eeyore all the time.
Green Ranger is Eeyore. Dang it! Okay, so while this is a small dungeon, I still get lost sometimes. I think this is it. There we go.
Why do you still care about that boy? He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course you were. Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
What about the darkless?
Mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your own business, creepy witch lady.
Still, Riku is like freaking me out here.
Pinocchio, stop playing hide and seek.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days. Do you even want to save Kairi?
I do.
But Sora has a big heart and wants to save the universe now too.
Yeah, pretty
Riku.
much. Yeah, I mean, you can't like sacrifice the whole world just to save your friend.
True. Okay, so
I mean, you could, but it'd be kind of mean.
that's why Riku and Sora are different.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Pinocchio! See, heartless boss.
Ugh. Creepy.
You up for this?
No problem. Let's do it.
Alright! So yeah, Riku is basically like a anti-hero kind of. But when I was a teenager, or no, sorry, I was in my 20s when the first Kingdom Hearts came out. Just barely. Yeah, because I would have been 19, 20 when the first one came out. So when I saw Riku kind of reminded me of your typical Final Fantasy, like, anti-hero villain. Like, the bad guy from Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII. Or kind of like Sephiroth, but not quite as evil. It was just your typical... It's a friend who turns bad guy. So I was never a huge Riku fan, even once he appears later in the series as a good guy, like a Green Ranger type character. I like that Sora just sets out in the beginning. Goofy learned chair, finally!
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we need to mess with our abilities, so it's important to equip cheer to Goofy when you get it, which is around this time of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Why does Goofy need cheer?
Cheer is a great ability that helps in combat, because the AI is terrible, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Geppetto.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Please, give me back my son.
Sorry, old man. I have some unfinished business with this puppet.
That's a
He's
boy.
no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Man, Riku's being such a
Wait
jerk.
a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
You wanna know what's funny about all this? Riku and Sora both love Kairi, but Kairi friend zones Riku. So
of course.
Riku goes through all of this, and the entire time she's been in love with Sora. The party can equip shared abilities. So now we have Super Jump. So this was what regular jump looks like. So we just go in our shared abilities, turn on Super Jump, and there we go. See?
Yup. Cool. Well, I mean, Riku is showing his true colors. He's a horrible person. He's sacrificing a little boy, like, when he could find another way to do it. He's, like, being so mean to Geppetto, not even acknowledging that that's his son. It's making me really angry.
Oh,
I'm getting upset.
Amber's getting triggered.
Because he is a real boy. He's just made out of wood until he can prove himself. You know what I was just thinking is great about the story about Pinocchio? It's all about having faith in the future, you know, like, you know, Geppetto believes that his son someday is gonna be a real boy so much, no matter how much Pinocchio is like a bad person or he hangs out with the wrong crowd. Like, Geppetto still believes in him, and he believes that everything's gonna be okay. Until the end, where everything does, you know, is okay at the end. It's about having faith, and even though things look bleak, like, things are gonna be better soon. It's a really nice story.
It is a nice story.
I love how Disney wrote so many things that are so, like, uplifting, and, you know, it's nice.
Pinocchio means everything to me. I'm sorry, Geppetto. I don't know what I would do without him.
Well, you're without him right now.
He's got his goldfish, but Figaro isn't around.
Oh yeah, it's Figaro is his goldfish.
Figaro's the cat.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. I forgot what the goldfish's name
I always
is.
thought Figaro was an interesting name for a cat, but I never got to name it. In fact, I'm trying to remember if it was my sister who really named Sammy or if it was me. Because we had a cat named Fluffy. I wanted to call it Figaro because it looked like Figaro. It was black and white.
Oh, that
But-
would have been cool. It would have been named after the cat in Pinocchio.
She got to call him Fluffy, and Fluffy wasn't too happy with the name, so he would always attack her.
Yeah.
It's funny. I've told this story before, but she would come down the stairs and the cat would be like waiting to pounce on her, like every day. And then we moved back to New York and the cat ran away. It was a hard thing for me to learn at like 10 years old. Like, I experienced loss like Bruce Wayne, except
I know,
as a
with your
cat.
cat.
Hmm.
That's sad. Okay.
It was.
Hey, let Pinocchio go, Riku.
A puppet that's lost its heart to the heartless. Maybe it holds the key to helping Kairi. How about it, Sora? Let's join forces to save her. We can do it together. What? You'd rather fight me? Over a puppet that has no heart?
Heart or no heart, at least he still has a conscience.
Conscience?
You tell him.
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side.
Then you leave me no choice.
Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Jiminy, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I guess I'm okay.
Ah, that's cute. So he is gonna make it.
Huh?
Yeah, Riku's not gonna take the puppet now that he knows that it's okay. He's not heartless. Nah. Pinocchio, go back to your father, please. Alright, let's do this. Ow.
Yeah, I don't get Riku. It's like he's being so jerky one minute, and then it's like he has kind of a conscience the next. I don't understand him.
Yep, I gotta do a little walkthrough here. So let's summon Genie of the Lamp! Because he's gonna increase our attack power. Isn't that a fun way to summon Genie? So yeah, the Disney summons, like I said, they're not as grand and awesome as the Final Fantasy ones. I mean, you summon dragons and ice, like, warrior ladies and all kinds of stuff in Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
And as the games have gotten older and set, like, more in the modern era, the summons have gotten really awesome.
Ah.
Now,
So yeah.
once his belly shows like that, you want to switch to your fire spell and use it as much as possible to spam the inside of it, because you'll help destroy the monster much faster.
Oh, okay.
And Genie will stay around on the map until all of his MP drains.
Oh, so you're using genie power. Kind of.
There we go! See?
Good job.
Yep. That's how you do that. But also, I am very over-leveled, so, I mean, a lot of the bosses are going to fall a lot easier for us now. Until later in the game, then I'm probably going to struggle with Oogie Boogie.
Riku! Riku, where are you?
Acid Reflux, get out of there! Attained the power of time. Learned magic spell, stop. Meanwhile...
So, Kairi's like a lifeless puppet now?
Precisely.
And her heart was...
Taken by the heartless, no doubt.
Tell me, what can I do?
There are 7 maidens of the purest heart. We call them the Princesses of Heart. Gather them together, and a door will open to the heart of all worlds. Within lies untold wisdom. There you will surely find a way to recover Kairi's heart. Now, I'll grant you a marvelous gift. The power to control the heartless.
This is where Riku gets a little cray-cray.
This seems creepy.
Yeah. Soon, Kairi. Soon.
What makes him a cool villain is he actually has a goal. He's trying to save the woman he loves. Even though after he saves her, it's like, friend-zoned!
Wolverine.
Yes! Exactly! Riku is Wolverine.
Yep.
He's wearing yellow. And that's how, of course, we get out of Monstro there. Just sneezes out.
You sneezed us out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I sure hope Pinocchio and Geppetto are okay.
Wait, Geppetto's still inside there?
I forget. Yeah, hopefully they landed safely some... Nope, they're out.
Oh, okay.
But their world's gone. Riku!
Poor...
And, of course, Donald and Goofy don't care about Riku.
Yeah, Sora's, like, losing his friend, too. He's like, oh.
To the darkness. There's a tournament being held at the Coliseum. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. We need to grind quite a bit before we enter the Hades Cup. But we'll do it before the game ends. I hear there's a great reward for the winner. So just so you guys and gals know, my plan is for us to do Halloween Town next. And then a few more worlds, and then we'll go back to the Coliseum and compete in the Hades Cup and defeat him. And then we'll try to continue the rest of the game. I think we should be able to. So, I mean, just planning out these episodes in my head, I think we're looking at about 30 episodes for the first Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 2 has more story and is a lot more fun. So that'll probably be 50 episodes. But I might end up doing, instead of Kingdom Hearts 2 after this, just because the story is something really important that I want Amber to understand. So I would be doing the one, Chain of Memories is the one after this.
Oh, okay.
Technically. I don't really care about 356 days thing. It's really confusing, and I don't even think you play as Sora and Riku in that. I don't remember.
I don't know. All these old Disney movies are making me remember them and making me want to watch them again. I don't even think I have any of the old ones anymore.
I don't... Well, we might have them on VHS,
I'd
but...
have to get them digitally.
Yeah, you would have to get them digitally. If it, you
They're
know...
all in the Disney vault.
Well, the Disney Vault doesn't really mean anything for digital. Digital, I believe you're able to get a hold of them. I'll have to check.
It's just stuff for DVDs, which nobody really... Even DVDs, like, people usually get Blu-ray or they get digital now.
Well, they still do the same thing. If a Disney movie releases on Blu-ray, they still eventually put it back in the vault because they only print limited copies so that they can save money. Disney is always about penny pinching.
Yeah, except for when they print like 1 million of that one guy, like for Disney Infinity, like Kane or whatever, when nobody wanted him.
You know, they really should have put somebody ahead of their game division, like, who was smart, because they probably would still have Disney Interactive to this day.
Yeah, they printed way too many copies of things that nobody wanted. That was their main... I think that was the main problem.
Nope. Here we go. Monstro's gone. Let's go before he comes back.
And then they printed tons of that one guy with that hammer.
Ronan?
Ronan.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted Ronan. I mean, we had a broken Ronan and we didn't even bother to replace him because it was like, I don't even care.
No, we didn't care. What was great about Disney Infinity, though, for collectors is you could play the characters without ever opening the box.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So there were times that we did that. And the people who won our contest, they ended up having like a Disney Infinity character that was leveled up too sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I remember that. So this is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. And, of course, recently we learned that Danny Elfman was the singing voice of Jack the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was a speaking voice, though.
That is pretty cool.
Because he couldn't find an actor worthy enough to sing for Jack, so he did it.
He did a great job.
Yeah. Of course, Danny Elfman is the guy who made the Batman theme for the '89 Batman movie, if you guys didn't know that. Composed 2 Batman soundtracks, '89 and Batman Returns.
Oh, we're in Halloween Town.
Yep.
I was wondering why you're
Halloween Town. This is one of my favorite places in Kingdom Hearts.
Whoa, we're all Halloweeny.
Yeah, you take the disguise of the world you come to. Well, this sure is a spooky place. Well, I bet people here are scary looking too.
Yeah, you are right now. Well, Goofy isn't so much.
Don't worry, we look spooky too.
Yeah,
Yeah. If they scare us, we'll scare them right back.
that's right, Donald.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
Sure.
Sure, we'll go with that. But we're just gonna show you guys like the first beginning of this, because then we have to jump off and do some what do you call
Guillotine
it?
Square.
What's the name of that game again? Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, creepy.
Super creepy.
Wait, oh, they're heartless that look like them.
They're heartless, but also they're citizens of Halloween Town, because see how we can't attack them?
Oh, weird. Maybe their hearts are stolen or something.
Also, when you would, you know,
That's weird.
the music would be, you know, your typical Kingdom Hearts battle
Yeah, it
music.
would have gone to the Heartless music, the theme song for when they attack you. Whoa, you look crazy, Sora.
Sora looks like a vampire, kind of.
Yeah.
Now, not every world they transform to when they go to it, but when you go to Atlantis, they turn into mermen.
Oh my gosh.
Although Donald turns into like an octopus, which is just weird.
Maybe just worlds that you would have to transform to fit in,
Yeah,
so it wouldn't raise questions.
there we go. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington!
There he is! The Pumpkin King. Nice entrance.
Bravo, Jack! Bravo! Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween.
Thank you. Thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough. I want to strike bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Jack.
Then I'll go attend to the decorations.
The mayor's pretty close. But I think that's an impersonator as well. Alright, so let's try to find a save point, and then we're gonna go jump off to the next game that we're doing. And if you guys haven't been to our channel before, we release about 3 videos a day, sometimes a live stream. And we do a variety of content, even though that's a big no-no on YouTube. And even our network tells us all the time that variety channels are pretty much dead. So you got to stick with one game like Fortnite and play it to death. But anyway, people, that's going to do it for this episode of Halloween Town. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow with more Kingdom Hearts. And check out some of the other cool vids we got going up. God bless and happy gaming.